There's a lot of parallels to what you do and what the Hardys did. And for you to have the program that you had with Matt Hardy.
Oh, yeah.
That must have just been crazy.
Dude, big Hardy boys, Mark. You know, growing up, me and my brother would be Jeff and Matt, and we'd be on our trampolines emulating or imitating their moves. And so to be able to wrestle Matt multiple times, it was like, wow, this is cool.
Then he runs you over in a golf cart.
Yeah, that didn't feel too good.
Dude, you took that bump at full speed.
Like I said, give 100% every time, you know, leave nothing undone. And people forget, Chris kind of hit the golf cart right before that. He kind of just like maybe touched it a little bit. And I remember telling him, like, I'm going to make this look crazy. Like, all right, you're going to hit me with a golf cart? Like, you're going to hit me with a golf cart, you know?
But you can't practice that.
No, absolutely not. When the red light's on, that's when we're going, you know?
So how did you time it to jump at the windshield as it's coming at you?
It was almost like a deer in headlights. I'm running and then it's coming and it's like, oh, there's not like too much time to think because it's like it's coming at you too. It turned out pretty well. I almost had the Yamcha pose from Dragon Ball Z where I'm just lying there dead.
All the memes that came out of that, because like you look behind you and you see it and then you start running.
Yeah.
And then it hits you.
Yeah.
That was great.
People were like, why didn't you just run left or right? And I'm like, oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Yeah,
next time.
Well, I did get hit again by a golf cart, so I'm really not learning my lesson.
Next time after that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you'll figure it out after that.
Mm-hmm. Third time's a charm.
When you think back to the Stadium Stampede,
ooh,
what's the feeling in your gut?
Man, that was such a crazy time of wrestling because the pandemic and everything. And then it's like, okay, we're gonna wrestle in this big empty stadium,
an NFL stadium.
Yeah, and then we're all talking about ideas and stuff, and then it almost became a bit of like, how much bad stuff can happen to me in the match? I'm getting chased by a golf cart. I'm getting chased by a horse. I'm getting hit by sprinklers. I get thrown off of this thing through this platform by Kenny. It's like, because I remember there was one idea for the horse to chase Hager, and I knew the golf cart was chasing me later. And I was like, nah, guys, I think this should be the bit, like just bad thing after bad thing. Like I don't ever catch a break. It was probably one of the most fun matches, even though it took forever to film. And then as we're filming it too, we find out it's probably going to be the last match of Double or Nothing. So it's like the main event. Yeah. So that was like really cool too. And then, I was mad I wasn't a part of this year's, I got to be a part of the first two. I missed the third one, but maybe we'll get on the fourth one.
There's not a lot from like the pandemic era that's like super rewatchable because it's just weird, right?
It's different, yeah.
Like it's an empty arena, especially early on. Mm-hmm. That though was like one of the great high spots of this weird time in the world when we're all dealing with this strange thing that we don't know much about, and it's like this was such a great escape that didn't feel like that was the time we were living in.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, that whole Jacksonville era, the pandemic era, was probably some of the most fun I ever had in wrestling, despite, like, there not being much of a crowd. So, like, there's good and bad because, everything that's happening in the world. And then, like, there's not really fans around the ring, or sometimes we have wrestlers around the ring.
AEW was very innovative, though. Like, their first show was like, let's just put the camera on the entranceway.
Yep.
All that's important is the ring and the entranceway.
Mm-hmm.
Let's shine a light on that. Then it was like, well, can we have some sort of noise here? Uh-huh. Let's put some wrestlers around the ring. They can make a little bit of noise. Then AEW was the first to have some fans in the building. Mm-hmm. It's like, it was great how it's like, okay, this is the new goalpost. Let's see if we can hit that.
That's what they did. And then you saw like WWE changed their hard cam setup to get the entrance thing.
Very quickly, yeah.
Yeah. So like they really like innovative, like how you just said, like that whole thing. And that whole thing was like learning as you go, like, what can we do? All right, we're allowed to do this. Okay, can we do this? And then, okay, we can do this. And it's like trying to push it, like until we eventually got back to normal.